Hey there, sports fan, and welcome into the DLLS Cowboys podcast, where we've had some fairly recent breaking news that affects the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons still hadn't gotten his contract done, but TJ Watt did. But we're not, I'm not critical of the Cowboys front office. I think it's really important to watch how Micah comports himself as a leader over the course of the next 3 weeks. Before you sign what are the Cowboys doing? That's my question. What are we doing? Why are we? What and why? How come? What?
Why?
For what? For who?
Whoop-de-damn-do. What?
For what?
Why?
Say, how come? Why come? Why come? Why you do this?
It doesn't need to be a Jeff rant. I'm just going to say, how come, and just do this.
It's, to me, the thing that makes it more frustrating, because we can say this is what the Cowboys always do. This is what they always do. This is what they always do. They did it with CD. They did it with Dak. They did it with, it goes back, that's what they do. The difference here to me, and the devil is in the details, okay? Because they did, quote unquote, have a meeting of the minds. They did do some negotiations early with Micah. Even it was just Jerry and Micah, and let Jerry tell it. They had a meeting of the minds, the handshake deal on everything regarding the contract. This was back in March. That including bonus. That includes, base salary, everything else. And it was
go ahead and add $12
and it was going to be the richest deal, non-quarterback deal in sport. They already had that done, and Micah said, call my agent. They didn't do that. And as we know, the longer you wait, it costs you more. Micah wanted to get it done. He said he wanted to get it done last year. He told me in June, I don't know why the Cowboys are waiting. It's going to cost them more. It's going to cost them more. And lo and behold, you waited until TJ Watt signed. They had already waited and let the market jump again, because it jumped when Myles Garrett signed. It jumped when Jamar Chase signed. And now it jumped again when TJ Watt signed this week. Micah, again, to me, is unbothered because he knows whenever he does sign, he will be the highest paid non-quarterback in football. But it's frustrating because he does want to be on the field. You can say what you want about Micah and his video games. He wants to be on the field in camp. He wants to be with his teammates. And not getting the deal done will prevent him from being on the field, at least as of now, at day one.
Are we reaching a point, or have we reached a point where, because we're talking about the deal that TJ Watt got, and most people will say, well, take that deal and just add another $1 million to it.
Add $5.
Right? But have we gotten to a point where David Malugeta and Micah Parsons sits back and go, you gave a 31-year-old. I'm worth way, if a 31-year-old dude got that, then it ain't just $5 more. Actually, $15 more now. Because if they think that a 31-year-old and myself are comparable in what we're able to do, then they're sadly mistaken. And have we come to that point now where we think it was $5? When in reality, David Malugeta might try to, knock this thing completely out of the park with a number like...
Ask them to assume the position, you mean?
Yes, 44, 45.
Maybe.
Because they say, you know what? Because you made us wait, and we wanted to get it done last year, and then you try to do a little bit of a, separate us from each other and do a little handshake deal with Micah. Now that everything has all come to a head, and we are the last true contract. Trey Hendrickson's not getting a deal.
Right.
We are the last true contract that can really change or set the market. I'm going yard, and I'm going.
Dak went yard.
I'm going Chris Berman back. I'm going deep. This ain't going to just be a couple dollars. This is going to truly reset the market and make Micah Parsons one of the highest paid players in NFL history that's not playing the quarterback position.
That's what happened with Dak. From 55 to 60.
Yeah, when was Dak signed? It still ain't been beat.
Yeah,
that's true.
Still hadn't been beat.
55 to 60. So, you look at that, and it's not going to be a 0.5. Like Chase was a 0.5 more than Myles Garrett, right? 40 to 40.25 or 40.5, whatever else. Now TJ Watt is 41. So 44, 45, it's all in play.
I do love how the word is not petty. I don't know what the word is. But So you had 2 years ago, Nick Bosa was the highest paid pass rusher, $34 million. That's what he signed 2 years ago. And then, or I guess a year, whatever. And then what you had in this offseason, so 2 off seasons ago. This offseason, you had Max Crosby, 35.5, right? Goes up by $1.5 million. Nice little bump. And then Danielle Hunter signed a 1-year deal to stay with the Texans. 35.6. And I know, like, to us, it's a giant number, but to them, it's just funny. He's like, hey, add a number somewhere. And it's like, okay, we're going to get you 100,000. And it's like, okay. And then Myles Garrett said, I don't even want to be here. Y'all suck. And they're like, what if we make it 4.5 more than that? 4.5 million. And he went, okay. And that's my whole thing, because I saw my friend Bobby Belt was talking about, for everybody who's upset, like, how much do you really think that this one thing is going to change the cost of a Micah deal? Like, don't you think they already knew the cost of a Micah deal? And I'm like, maybe since Myles Garrett. But what if you beat Max Crosby to this in March when he signed?
Right.
Like, when the going rate for an edge rusher was 34, I bet you didn't have to go 42, 43, 44 then.
No, you didn't.
I bet 36, 37 gets it done.
38 would have really got it done.
38 really gets it done.
And they would have been extremely happy with that.
And now they might be, you might call them and be like, all right, now it's 41. We'll give you 41.1. And they might be like, yeah, we're thinking 45. And that could have been 30. It's just, and it's, it's just a little thing. It's a little thing, but they do it all the time, and it just annoys me. And I just wish that they were better at negotiating with their no-doubters.
And so, and that's what frustrates me with Cowboy fans, because even Micah thought, I don't need 40. Well, you said you didn't need 40. Well, because there was 34.
Yeah, because there was no 40.
Right, there was no 40.
Once there is a 40, now I need 42.
Right. I mean, so you said you didn't need 40. Well, things have changed. Sports is fluid. The numbers have gone up since then. But yeah, so
price of the brick went up.
Yeah, so when he said that, he was trying to do right. He said, I don't need 40. Give me just a measly 35, 38. We good.
Yeah, just a little time. I just need a lake. He said, I just need a lake house.
Yeah. But now 40.
I'll give you a lake house contract. Here is $2 million a year.
Because I mean, I'm sure Dak would have said, I didn't need 60.
No, not until you made me need 60.
So the number jumped up there. So.
Let it be a lesson to you. Everybody out there, no matter what it is that you do in life, don't fiddle fart. When there is something that needs to be done and you know it's going to get done and you know what that costs, don't fiddle fart. Inflation is a thing. And boy, the Cowboys love them some inflation on their best players.
Is this called a tariff? Micah putting a tariff on
this is
put a tariff.
Yeah.
Since the sign of the time, okay? We got to go with the sign of the times, the themes of the day.
Yeah, this is
called a tariff. It's a tariff.
This is the Cowboys front office. You waited too damn long again. Tariff. Okay? Gonna cost you a couple of dollars. Let that be a lesson to you, everybody. No fiddle farting. All right? Get your stuff together, lock in, do the stuff you're supposed to do. Don't be like the Cowboys front office. And don't be afraid to multitask. They pretend they can't negotiate with 2 people at once. That's insanity. It's your job. Do your job. Remember, I love you, Jerry Jones. Steven, you too. You guys are.
It's my dogs.
Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, including them. So be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else.